Hey everybody, it's Melissa, and today we're doing a comparison review between Babycat and Tuxedo by YSL. So I realized I probably should have done an individual review of Babycat first before, doing this comparison, but it's all good. I'll put the link for where I bought this fragrance pinned in the comment section below, also in the description box, in case you want to compare prices, but just know that that is an affiliate link. Okay, so let's start with what these smell like, or the commonality here, because a lot of my followers said, Melissa, if you love Tuxedo, you're gonna love Babycat. They're like one and the same. I disagree. And I like both these fragrances, right? But I think the only similarity between these two scents is the fact that there's vanilla present. Outside of that, they go in completely different directions. Sure, they can be used in the same season, like winter, fall, but smell-wise, I think that you might be misled if you're hearing people say that. Because if you love Tuxedo and then you go into this type of, scent profile thinking you're gonna, this is gonna be something very similar, not quite. All right, so Tuxedo to me is a boozy bourbon vanilla fragrance with patchouli. That's what it mainly smells like. And I've had quite the journey with this scent, just because in the beginning, I fell in love with it because I found the vanilla to be very sexy. But then after I got COVID, this turned into more of a patchouli fragrance to my nose. And it was pretty off-putting. It was a lot more of for some reason, like a greenish, dirtyish scent. And I wasn't rocking with it. But then, I cycled back around to it, and now it's not so much that patchouli dominant scent. I get more of the vanilla, a little bit more of the spice from this fragrance. So it's back to how I remember it to be, but I honestly still haven't been using it as much in comparison to the other fragrances that you hear me talk about on my monthly favorite fragrance videos. Now with Babycat, this one is more of vanilla and suede. That's it. That's all that I really pick up from it. There's other notes listed in it, but am I gonna sit here and give you an entire note breakdown when the other notes are I can't even tell you off the top of my head because I couldn't detect them? No, I'm not going to do that. So Babycat in the beginning pulled a little more feminine. As it dried down, became a more unisex fragrance, whereas Tuxedo is a more masculine fragrance. I should warn you though that there have been a decent amount of my followers that thought Tuxedo would be more masculine, but they were disappointed because to them, it smelled a little more feminine and it wasn't what they were expecting, which is why I always say testing things on your own skin is so important. Like, your skin will give you all the answers you need to know. Skin chemistry is huge, all right? But yeah, Tuxedo, Babycat, I would prefer to wear Tuxedo. I think that Tuxedo is sexier when I wear it, but I think Babycat is sexier if I smell it on somebody else. Like, if I smelled Babycat on a woman, it'd be so hot, right? On myself, I would wear it, but I would want to layer it with other fragrances as well. Like if you watch the video I made yesterday, where I was testing this and an unreleased Day 3 fragrance, that combo was going crazy. It smelled so good, right? But I did receive a compliment when I wore Babycat. So both of these, I can tell you, are compliment getting fragrances. Of course, I've received more from this one just because I have much more experience with it. I've only had this fragrance for a couple days, but I know potential when I see it. So performance-wise though, I'm gonna give it to Babycat. This one lasted over 12 hours. With like a spray, the performance really good here. Whereas Tuxedo, the performance I got was around 8 hours of full wear, but I still think I'm an outlier in that, because I think a lot of people kind of get around the 6-ish hour mark with Tuxedo, whereas for my skin, for some reason, it pulls really nicely and it likes to hold to this scent. Now, both of these, weather-wise, I would give to fall and winter. Wearing these in the summertime, wearing these in the spring, wearing these when the sun is out is not gonna be the move, okay? And I know everyone has different opinions about fragrances, but when I hear people say things like, oh, Babycat smells like a flat tire, maybe because of the suede, right? But I feel like that type of comment seems to like would be coming from someone that wore it on a hot day. So that's just another thing I want y'all to remember is, yeah, people love leaving their opinions, whether it's videos like this or in a comment section, but you got to remember some people also lack a lot of situational awareness. So when you see a lot of negative things about a fragrance that you're interested in, don't be super put off from not trying it just because a lot of people, they spray their fragrances incorrectly. Like they'll put it here in the front of their neck, and then all of a sudden they fry their nose, and then they're telling you, oh yeah, the fragrance only lasts for 2 hours. It has no performance. It's not even worth it. Or you'll have people that keep their fragrances in the bathroom. Then after a few months, they're like, it goes bad really quick, or they'll wear a fragrance like Babycat on a hot day and say it smells like a flat tire. Why are you wearing this fragrance on a hot day? It makes no sense. Both of these are snuggly, cuddly fragrances that you wear when it's cold outside and you're trying to get warm with somebody. Okay, so please remember that when you see something negative, don't let it put you off from wanting to try these things, because some people just will blow your mind. Okay, now as far as, I think, we touched on what they smell like. Comparison wise, okay, this is something that is kind of interesting to me with Babycat, is that yes, it's a fragrance, but there was a time when I was wearing it that it reminded me more of an atmospheric smell. Think of fancy hotel lobbies, bougie airport lounges. You ever been in one of those where you see a diffuser going, the room, of course, it's very nice, it's very clean, and it has this clean vanillic smell. There's a little bit of a sweetness to it, but it smells luxurious. Babycat kind of goes in that direction, which is why I know it's kind of weird to say it's a fragrance, but it kind of can smell like a place. It smells like a clean hotel lobby at like a 5-star hotel. So, and that can be something that will put some people off when they hear that description, right? In the same way that, let's take a fragrance like Grand Soir by MFK, how most people really love that fragrance, but to some people it smells like a thick candle, and they just can't get past the fact that wearing it makes them smell like a candle, right? This, instead of candle, think of bougie hotel lobby. So just kind of keep that in mind. I found that to be a little interesting. For me, I associate those hotel lobby fragrances as like Byredo scents, sometimes Le Labo fragrances, but Babycat can go a little in that direction. But I'm really trying to see here if I can pull more similarities between these two scents, besides the fact that they're vanilla driven, besides the fact that you can wear them in the same situations. Like if you go to galas, black tie events, you're going somewhere where you're going to be dressed up and it's a nighttime occasion, both of these are really, really nice. But to me, I don't think that a like for one of these is going to equate to a love for the other. Even though I'm somebody that enjoys both of these, they're different. Again, I would much rather wear Tuxedo, and I would much rather smell Babycat on somebody else. I think that both of these fragrances will elicit a feral-like reaction from people if they smell it on you and, you're being your wonderful self. But yeah, that's where the similarity just ends right there. The fact that they have sweetness to them. But people were telling me, I think the expectation I had was, they were like, oh, Babycat is just straight up the unisex version of Tuxedo. That's what they were saying. And in my mind, I'm like, oh, Tuxedo, I already find it's a little more masculine. I already find it super sexy. I can't wait for this one. But yeah, I just really wouldn't wear Babycat like that. But I do see Babycat having more, this is what I want to say. I see Babycat having more of the head turning reaction, whereas Tuxedo would be more of like, hey, this hug is lasting longer than I expected. You know, I think that Tuxedo can have that too, but I feel like Tuxedo is better that when you're hugging somebody, you're saying hi to somebody, or you're saying bye to somebody, and it'll just get you that nose to the neck, ooh, you smell really sexy. Like the closer I get to you. It's not something that you smell before you see the person, right? Whereas Babycat is that fragrance that you could smell it before you see the person. It's a little bit more loud. But even if you were to kind of have this fragrance as a more intimate scent, it would still be good. This thing will still get you the nose to the neck reaction. Like I said, like if I smelled this on a girl and I gave her a hug, I would think it's super sexy. So both of them, sexy fragrances. I think the word I'll use with Babycat is sensual. Yeah, this is a pretty sensual fragrance. So I see the love for it, totally understand it. But if you have experience with either of these fragrances, let me know in the comment section below. Share those experiences. I'm sure a lot of people would want to read that. Give your honest opinion between both these fragrances, which one you prefer, how performance is for you. And again, I'll put the link for Babycat in the comment section below. And also stay posted. That's the word I wanted to say. Stay posted on my page, either here or Instagram or TikTok, just because I do want to run another like designer fragrance sale, maybe even some Le Labos on there. I hope if people are staying till the end of this video, then you'll know about it. But hopefully some Le Labos, designer fragrances, some Creeds, some Bond 9s for you all, hopefully soon. So stay posted on that, and so that you can, take advantage of fragrances that you want for under retail price. All right. Anyways, I hope y'all have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.